Howdy folks, EJ here. Today I am bringing you an absolutely new redstone concept that I have never seen anyone use before ever. To make a little secret mechanism that you can use to hide your little goodies or secret doors or pretty much whatever you want. It's just another form of secret input that you can use. So, as you can tell, I have a nice little seamless room here. But when I press this button, absolutely nothing happens. It just shifts around and makes it look like it's doing something, but it doesn't actually do anything. So no matter how many times I press this button, it's always going to give me the red, meaning you got this wrong, it's not going to open for you. So I can press it as fast as I want, I can just press it again. No matter what I do, it's not going to open. Sometimes it'll even give me just an empty sticky piston without the wall block there, but it still won't open the secret door. Until I hold down the right click button for a long time, and there we go. It gives me the green. So now our little secret thing is opened and I can pick up whatever goodies I have stored in there. And now no matter how many times I press it, it'll always give me green. I can press it however many times I like in whatever order I want, as fast as I want, and it still works. I mean, I guess if you do it too fast it would be the same thing as just holding down the right click button, but this is how you reset it as well. If you just hold it down, and now it's continually red, and anyone that comes to try to activate it will be very confused as to what this is for, because it does absolutely nothing. And now we are looking at how it works. I know it's pretty ugly, but style doesn't really matter in Redstone. Now this whole machine is based off kind of a glitchy bug, I guess? Or maybe not a bug, just how pistons work. It's just kind of wacky. But it does work in every version of Minecraft I have tried it in so far. It's worked in 1.8, it's worked in 1.6.4, 1.7.2, pretty much any version of Minecraft I've tried it in, it has worked. So I think it's pretty safe to say that this will not break, although there are some anomalies of when you're pressing this, like sometimes it'll give you a wacky output, or these two will become unmatched somehow, but that's very rare. Most of the time it works and it doesn't have any problems, but it is not 100% reliable. Now, the way this works is basically just, I have this button here, I have this torch here, which is keeping all this redstone activated, all three of these pieces of redstone. That is keeping this piston extended right here, so it's pushing out this whichever wool block it had. Sometimes it ends up with neither wool block and it just gives a null output, but it doesn't activate the secret door, so it doesn't really matter. It also keeps these two torches off. When those two torches are off, these two pistons are unextended. Now when I press the button though, it turns off this torch and allows these two torches to turn on, and they power the blocks above them and power this redstone dust, which turns them off again, so it forms a very fast burnout torch clock on both these sides. So these pistons are both trying to extend, and they both try to extend at the exact same time. So they're also hooked up, these torches are also hooked up through this redstone wire to these pistons. So every time these pistons are being powered right here, these pistons are being powered too. And this piston is only powered by this redstone when this piston is powered by this redstone. So basically we have two identical machines running at the same time. Both of them do the exact same thing, and therefore these two blocks are continually matched up with these two blocks. When you get a green block, it means it's good, and this redstone block is put out here, which activates this redstone, turns off this torch, and allows this little secret door to open. But when there is not a redstone block there and it's just a piece of glass, it doesn't activate the redstone, so the door stays hidden. Or when it just outputs nothing, which is possible. So basically when I press this button, it just kind of shifts them around really fast and it looks kind of glitchy, and somehow one of these pistons always wins, and it's always the same one until you hold down the button and burn them out in a weird way. So no matter how many times I press this, it's always going to end up with the red one out and the glass one out. So now when I hold it down, the green one wins and the redstone block wins. Why this works, I have no clue. I think it just has to do with the way these torches burn out and the way the pistons are trying to extend against an already extended piston. You know what, I really don't know how this works. I haven't looked into it too much and I don't feel like figuring it out, but all I know is that it does work and it's 95% reliable, so I think it's a pretty cool mechanism. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. Sometimes it outputs nothing instead of one or the other. but that's fine because it always reverts back to red, which is not activated, so people who are trying to break in won't accidentally find the way in just because it gives a null output. Alright, so that's pretty much it. It's a cool little mechanism I found. I really don't understand it, and I don't know why it happens, but feel free to use it and build it yourself. It's pretty simple here. It's not much to explain, so you can see everything that's here if you want to build it yourself. Experiment with it, find new ways to use it, and maybe explain to me how it works, because I don't know, and I don't feel like looking into it. So, if you want to use this as a new form of redstone output, go ahead and use it. But yes, it works in any direction, and it's basically just a T-flip-flop that you have to do manually. So, that is all I have for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.